Rather than Manchester United have taken all 3 points against a very, very tough Aston Villa that probably will feel like they should have got something out of the back of that game. But I think when you take the big chances in the game, and apart from the little scare where Victor Lindelof headed off the line, I think Manchester United was well worth that victory. And again, another game of two halves. First half, Manchester United come out, popping it all over the place, getting in behind time and time and time again. Probably something that Emery fixed at half time, or at least tried to change at half time. Villa came out, made it a lot more of an even contest in the second half, but still not quite enough to take the victory. And I think overall, United deserved those 3 points. And at half time, I'm thinking, we're so much better at home. We was like, this is an Aston Villa side that's absolutely smashed it lately. On a hell of a streak that they've been on, and not just that, great performances as well. And you think, we make this look easy. Now, we probably should have had a couple of goals in the first half, but you're like, this currently looks easy. Then second half, obviously, it did even up a little bit, and Villa had their chances. And like I said, I think Villa will probably think they should have got more out of it. Again, don't agree, but I do think that they will definitely feel like they could have done. So why do we look so good at home? Why do we play? I mean, why did Villa come and try and have such a high line? Marcus Rashford in behind the high line almost isn't fair, is it? And he probably should have come away with a goal today. Obviously, had a big hand in Bruno's goal anyway, but he probably could have come away with his own today, without a shadow of a doubt. And it was an interesting lineup. I've put a tweet out which has definitely divided the fan base. About 10, 15 minutes into the game, I said, United should get Sabitzer on a permanent. I think he's quality. And the half of the people replying to it go, yeah, agree. And half of them are just going like, he's shit, what are you talking about? And I genuinely don't know what people are thinking with that. United need backup. That's been shown. You need someone that's a rotational option. He's got versatility. I think he's got a great attitude. I think he comes in and plays at the right sort of tempo. He's aggressive off the ball. He knocks it about nice when he's on the ball. Is he ultimately world class? No, right? No, he's not. But he's an excellent addition. The people that are saying, like, no, don't get Sabitzer, I feel like are the same people that are also kicking off that you've got the likes of Fred and McTominay to bring off the bench. Sabitzer's better than them. I'm not even going to go, I think Sabitzer's better than them. No, he's better than them. He's comfortably better than both of them. And he's someone that can drop into numerous different positions. Why wouldn't you bring Sabitzer on a permanent? That doesn't mean he starts every single game and he doesn't start the Champions League final unless there's a tactical need for him to do so. Should we get there next season? But he's absolutely the kind of player that you have kicking around in the squad. I can't understand why people wouldn't want that. And speaking of squad players, actually, I think Victor Lindelof needs a lot of credit today as well. Victor Lindelof and Luke Shaw, you're looking at, I mean, technically that might be your fourth choice centre-half and a left-back that are playing centre-half, just kept a clean sheet in the Premier League against a striker that is on fire, by the way. There's no way Victor Lindelof is fourth choice. He's absolutely third choice. And just look how much more comfortable and assured he looks alongside a ball player like Luke Shaw. Blows my mind how people used to say Harry Maguire was a ball playing centre half. Literally don't know what the fuck people watch sometimes. But doesn't he look good? And he's had a couple of good games. You know, Brighton last weekend, he gets the winning penalty, which was the cherry on the top of what was an excellent performance. And then we see another very, very good performance again against Aston Villa today. He just looks so much calmer than Harry Maguire does. I can't see any reason for Manchester United to keep hold of Harry Maguire in the summer at all. I don't think it'd be good for him, and I don't think it'd be good for us. It feels like you're playing him out of pity at the moment. It feels like he's getting minutes out of pity because I don't think he's adding anything to the side. Aston Villa fans were singing Harry Maguire's name when he came on. I don't even know if he's an upgrade on Mings, and Mings is gash. Villa, maybe under Steven Gerrard, he might have been a signing for Aston Villa because that would have been an Aston Villa team that was in trouble. But under Emery, where they're, as you've seen, they play a high line. Why would a team that plays a high line want Harry Maguire? He's going to have to go to a team. I think if West Ham lose Declan Rice, one, they'll get a lot of money for Rice, and Harry Maguire will probably suit how they're going to have to play, because they're going to lose the defensive screen in front of them in a team that already sits back. That's where Harry Maguire fits in, because he does have his uses. I'm not saying he's completely useless. I just don't think he's the right fit for Manchester United. I think if you're going to be a team that's got a battle, going to deal with crosses coming into the box, he can do that job. And I think West Ham, without Declan Rice, are probably going to have quite a lot of that, I would think, next season. But back to today's game, decent, solid performance. Malacia had a better game than he's had recently, I would say. Delo had a better game. Christian Eriksen's just absolutely shit hot at football. He's top. He's absolutely quality. And Luke Shaw at centre-half. Unfathomable how good he looks at centre-half. A position that previously he'd played left of a free a couple of times. And now almost looks like that's his position. You know, Malacia created a couple of chances. Sabitzer created a couple of chances. Sancho created a couple of chances today. Bruno didn't have as creative a game as he normally has. But, you know, there was still chances getting created left, right and centre. Yeah, I'm just trying to think about who else is worth talking about. Interesting to see Anthony on the bench. And the gaffer go with where he went. I thought the formation was very, 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 very flexible and fluid, and was quite hard to pin down who was doing what role for United, because it seemed like there was a hell of a lot of rotation in the centre of the park. And there was a couple of times as well, I would see Lindelof get on the ball and Luke Shaw would get ahead of him to break the lines, which is mad. If Pep did that, there'd be people fucking having podcasts about it. But that was an interesting little tweak that I saw in the middle of the game. Yeah, it was a fairly ordinary game from Casemiro. That tackle that he did early in the first half, don't know how he didn't get a yellow for that. Weird refereeing today. Really sort of lenient on all sides, I thought. Casemiro absolutely should have got a booking for that first one. Didn't. Don't know how. And you're just thinking, Jesus Christ, why is he like this? But I would say that's top four looking secure. I'm not going to say it's sewn up, because you can absolutely still go on a skid for sure. But I think top four does look secure now. Newcastle picking up another win means that they're in third. We have a game in hand on them, 2 points behind them. If we win our game in hand, we're third clear with a point. But the recent results have now started to open up a little bit of a gap. It's now 9 points between us and Spurs, and they've played a game more. Could be 12 once we've had our game in hand, and it's 11 points to Newcastle. So I think Newcastle have got their work cut out to fall out of the top four, as do United. And there's not enough games, really. There's 6 games for us, 5 for Newcastle. Villa have played a game extra. They're on 54 level with Spurs. Liverpool do have 2 games in hand on Villa and a game in hand on Spurs, which could put them over that. But there'd still be 7 points off us, or as it stands, they're 10 points off us with equal games. So I think you're looking at, if United win 2 more games, you're pretty secure inside top 4. And that's 2 out of 6. So even pretty ordinary performance for United now to the end of the season sees us inside that top 4. But like I said, it ain't done. And you certainly can't count your chickens just yet. But yeah, it looks like that little blip that we've had, we've kind of ridden it out. And we're probably going to be secure inside that top 4 now. But anyway, that's it from me. Tune in for 5 Things tomorrow. And I will see you guys in the next one. Laters.